this Ramadan.
Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. Welcome back to Inspired Afternoons with me, your host, Miriam Mia. And yes, sisters who give not a little of themselves, but a lot of themselves. A selfless, sustained commitment for many, many years there, I should say. And what's unique about the sisters that I am going to be featuring on our humanity in service or volunteer in service is these sisters are unique in their sisterhood, their bonds of togetherness, their bonds of sistership. Yes, because they all have projects, they have groupings of their own interests where they serve humanity in various capacities, but they've all come together under a united umbrella for the greater good of their community, society, and humanity at large. And I'm talking about my beloved Kingrat sisters. Whenever I come to their locality, I'm welcome with open embrace. They pull out all the red stops, all the stops, including the red carpet, as I was treated to such good hospitality with them on Friday evening. Alhamdulillah, so I was in good company with them. So let's give a warm welcome to the representatives of the Pretoria Muslim Women United organization. And joining me is Sister Hafza Karim, and she's an activist and the chair and the steering person of the organization. We have Sister Shakira Abu Bakr, and she's one of the coordinators as well there. And I have Sister Miriam Abu Bakr, and she is the social media person behind the scene that connects everybody and keeps everybody connected as well. And then I'm told I've got Sister Aisha Osman on the line as well. So Alhamdulillah, I'm in good company with three kindred beloved sisters that go beyond the call of duty. And if there is an issue, if there is a crisis, if there is emergency relief, long-term relief, empowerment, upliftment, it's just a call to any of these most resourceful, amazing sisters, and they get the job done. Um, I think they should be in politics running the country, because then we would have no complaining and things would get done. So I'm going to nominate them and they have my vote definitely. So without further ado, let me say a heartfelt Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to my beloved sisters. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, I'm just going to get Sister Hafza. I see the wind is playing havoc with her there in Pretoria. So let me welcome Sister Dr. Shakira first. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Salaamedia.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah, Miriam, for that really undeserved, lots of praise introduction. It was so lovely having you on Friday evening.
Shukran. So tell me, where do you fit in this beautiful organization of sisterhood and muhabbat in serving humanity? Where do you fit and what do you do? And do you have a special project also that's aligned to this grouping?
Well, generally, Hafsa is our chair lady, and many ladies are on the group. We have a WhatsApp group. That's our main way that we communicate. Whoever's got an issue or they list, there's a humanitarian problem or an issue or a project or something that they're doing, then they put it on the group, and whoever's able to respond to that, respond to the call, assist in any way, whether it's monetary, sometimes it's not monetary, sometimes it's your time, sometimes it's a visit, sometimes it's going to see somebody or drop off a hamper or groceries, or it could be anything really. And Hafsa knows everybody on the group, so she's managed to bring this beautiful group of ladies together, and I'm so privileged to be part of them. And Alhamdulillah, I have been involved in the hospice visits that we do at Calafong Hospital. I've also been involved in other projects. But here and there, wherever we can lend a hand and help, it doesn't matter if it's my project or your project or anyone's project, really. If you can assist, then you step in and you assist. And that's what I really like about our group.
Allah continue this muhabbat for you. And so let's hear from Sister Hafza. Where did it all begin? and how did they run, and lots of people to remember, lots of things to organize. But I know you are supported by very, very industrious group of sisters. Assalamu alaikum, my beloved sister Hafsa.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, Miriam, for having us on your show. And I must, right at the outset, thank all the ladies who are part of the Pretoria Muslim Women United. We're a collective of incredible women who work very hard to make our community a better place. And not only our community, but also um, at large, wherever there's a need, we try and fill that gap. The Pretoria Muslim Women United, we started as an offshoot of another organization about 12 years ago. The Lodium Women's Network was initiated where all the different charities had representatives, and it was an interfaith cross-cultural group. So we had Muslims, Hindus, and lots of different people on. And some of the ladies found that the music and the dance and that kind of component in our events were not really conducive to an Islamic ethos. So we then decided to start the Pretoria Muslim Women United, and Alhamdulillah, since then we've had over 40 organizations that are affiliated. We are a community-based organization, and every organization that is affiliated has its own grouping, its own mission, their own constitution, their own vision, and each one of them do something different. So there might be a group that, for instance, 911 for kids, they only attend to children, whereas we have Aid International, which Shakira just mentioned now. We do hospital visits. We have CMB, which is Central Muslim Burial. That group does burials. And I'm part of an organization called the Garden Social Services, and we do orphanages and old age homes, frail cares, and edu centers in the rural communities surrounding Pretoria. So, Alhamdulillah, we bring our strengths together and we make things work for us.
Okay, let me bring Mariam Abu Bakr in there as well, because I know Mariam is the one that sort of brings everything together and gets things done, and she's very industrious in that regard. So Mariam, assalamu alaikum and welcome to Salaamedia, my namesake. And tell me, first of all, your capacity within this large collective which is Pretoria Muslim United, and then your own personal organization that you are committed to in terms of your time and your volunteerism.
Walaikum salam. Jazakallah, Miriam. It's nice to see you again. So I only joined the Pretoria Muslim Women 2 years ago. But I am so appreciative to be a part of this dynamic group of women. They really do know how to get things done, and we have amazing directorship by Auntie Hafsa. I love working with Pretoria Muslim Women on all these huge projects because it gives me a purpose as well. It gives me that sense of belonging. And I do run the Instagram page, but I'm not as instrumental as what you make me out to be. I try my best though. I am the co-director of a nonprofit organization called Amal Projects. Amal is registered NPO, and we do community upliftment and fundraising, but mostly based in Cape Town, where my partner is. We've had many, many successful projects as part of Pretoria Muslim Women. So as much as I work for Amal, I work on all the projects with Pretoria Muslim Women as well. We also had a lot of successful projects recently, which I love being part of, which was one which is Artillery, which is an artistic group where we drew or do these murals, artistic murals all over Pretoria for in solidarity with Palestine, which is also an initiative on Auntie Hafsa's side. We've also had the opportunity to host Dr. Mads Gilbert with Salaamedia, and we've had the dinner with Minister Panda on Friday, which was amazing. So a lot of these things give us a sense of purpose, a sense of direction. We love working with it. I feel it's an absolute honor to work with so many dynamic personalities. And I also love that all of us are united, with the same goal, which is basically serving the community for the purpose of Allah's pleasure. So, Jazakallah.
So let me just check if Sister Aisha Osman is on. Sister Aisha, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, I can.
Oh, good. I'm so happy we got to connect. I'm in good company. So I hope you listened while we spoke to
Yes, I
Dr.
did. I missed just the show one,
Sister
but I
Hafsa.
heard Hafsa and I heard Miriam.
Okay. So Sister Aisha, tell me, where do you fit into this incredible organization of sistership?
Miriam, initially in the late 80s, we had a women's organization called Pretoria Women's Association. And our very
Sister
much
Aisha, let me just see if I can
Pretoria
get
Muslim
you.
Women's Union. We had a sister by the name of Julie Osman Ali, who is late now. We lost her during the COVID, and she was our chairperson. And what an
Sister
angel she
Aisha,
was.
Sister Aisha, Maf, I don't know if it's wind or there's a lot of noise interference. Are you allowed? Are you able to go somewhere where it's quieter
I'm
there
going
while
to
I'll
try and
speak?
go. Yeah, I'll go closer to our. Is it getting better now?
Yes, it's better now. It's better now. You can go
Is
ahead.
it better? I don't know if you missed anything what I had said
You can
previously.
go ahead. You were saying about Sister Julie Osman.
Yes, and she was our chairperson. May she have the highest stages of Jannah, inshallah. We used to do a lot of different projects. We had feeding schemes. We supplied substantial meals to the daycare centers, to the creches, and this included the one in the informal settlement as well. We then reached out to the surrounding townships like Lotus Gardens, Mamelodi, Winterfeld, Mamelodi, and Cheshire. That was our feeding project. We actually went to an old age home in Architchville where we used to cook our food and partake it with the ladies and the gentlemen that were there, and assisted them with their garden projects so that they could have substantial food growing on their own and selling it as well. Then we had, we did a lot which was close to our heart, was the empowerment of women. We had lots of seminars and workshops, and we basically had quite a few workshops, and we hosted lots of leaders, political leaders. Can you hear me?
I can go ahead.
Political leaders like Fatima. Can you hear me?
I can go ahead. Go ahead. It's nice and clear. Go ahead, Sister Aisha.
Okay, we hosted Fatima Mir, Jala Umar, Fraser Katie, Walter Sisulu, and we also went to Winnie Mandela's home in Malakasi Street when Benazir Bhutto came down, and she gave us a huge amount for the women's organization as well. And then we also were involved with the CPF. Two of our representatives went to the monthly meetings in the 80s. We did lots of fundraisers, and most of the funds went for the earthquake victims in Iran, Turkey, and Indonesia. And later, we even had a member who joined us who was the wife of late Justice Muhammad, the Chief Justice Muhammad. And when Pretoria Muslim Women came into existence in 2010 or 11, that's when I had the opportunity to joining them as well, because it's good to work with all like-minded people. And I think Allah guides us and gives us success to all our beloved sisters, strong as they are, who make this world better by being the kind of people they are. Each one of them has a gift of kindness, loyalty, courage, integrity, and love. Together we are stronger than all of us apart. So, Alhamdulillah, may we always have the health to carry on doing the work that we do, inshallah.
Summa Amin. Summa Amin. And I love that because what you said in terms of those qualities in unity is strength, because this is not about personalities. This is not about Sister Aisha or Sister Hafza or Dr. Shakira or Sister Maryam or I know Sister Zainab. There are so many sisters in the grouping, but it's focused on uplifting humanity, dawah work, propagating deen and uplifting humanity. And normally you hear in organizations, I speak to other sisters and I said, why don't you join us? We're going here, we're doing no, there's politics involved because egos get in the way. As soon as we lose our niyyah and egos get in the way, and then things fall flat. And for me, I just love that everybody is on the same page. And also when I listen to Sister Aisha's voice and then Sister Hafza talking to Dr. Shakira and Miriam, the dynamic in the age groups as well, it's so versatile. And that's why I say so industrious, because you can make things happen, because you've got a senior mother, then you've got, I think, Dr. Shakira and Hafza. We might be a similar age group, and then we have Maryam, who is younger. And wow, this is such a beautiful picture that's come up on our screen. I think this was on they're going to tell me, maybe I don't want to make assumptions where this was probably Saturday's function, but Sister Hafza, you can tell us the
That's
picture on the
Miriam. The
screen that
first
came
picture
up
is
with yourself.
Miriam, and then Shamima is sitting down. Auntie Aisha Osman is on the extreme right hand side.
I'm just going to
Okay,
ask
the
them to
picture has
put it on again.
disappeared.
Yeah, they're going to put it up again.
Okay, so that's Miriam, who's the first person, and then Zainab next to her, and I'm the person next to Sheikh Gabriel's, and then Auntie Aisha is on the other side, and Appa
And this
Shamima is
was
sitting
taken
down.
when?
At the Palestinian Summit we hosted in December. We co-hosted it with the South African Friends of Palestine.
Okay, and that's our beloved. So I think Uncle KK there, he's also part there.
Yes,
The
Uncle
uncle
KK
that
is.
always supports all this dynamic sisters. Uncle KK is always there supporting, because I know I had the honor and privilege, as Miriam said, when Salaamedia co-hosted with Pretoria Muslim Women's Group on the tour of Dr. Mads Gilbert. I had the privilege, I must say it was a beautiful privilege, working close together, and I've been able to feel that magic and that mohabbat that is so tangible in the air there. So for me, it was a privilege and honor. Shukran. And then again, I felt that warmness and that sistership that was so tangible on Friday as well. So, and also the fact that you have your own NPOs and the collector coming together, so it's complete, because there's people that worried about children here, coordinating projects in other. Like Miriam, you said your partner is in Cape Town and you focus on Cape Town, and Auntie Aisha and them said CPF, the burial committee. So Dr. Shakira, it's really encompassing every aspect of volunteering. If you think there's an aspect there, it will be covered by one of the collectives. Am I correct in my assessment of this?
Yes, definitely. There's educational aspects. There's mental health. There's, when there was COVID, we had organized so much of services for people who are stuck at home. So there's so many aspects. It's not just social services, and yes, it's helping people who are maybe in a spot of trouble. But like, I think that a lot of the ladies just post their requests on the group, and somebody steps in to help. And I think that's what's so amazing about our ladies, is that everybody just pitches in to help wherever they can. And whether, as it's not just always monetary, sometimes it's your time, sometimes it's your effort of cooking or making something or delivering things or dropping off stuff, and everybody pitches in. Alhamdulillah, we have such an amazing group of women who I am so privileged to be a part of.
And Sister Mariam, how is the journey for you being personally? Because you have stalwarts like, our mother Aisha, who's been Sister Aisha, who's been working from the 80s, mashallah. And then you have somebody who's so compassionate as my beloved Kingrat Sister Hafza working there. How has that been in terms of forming bonds and learning about life and learning about relationships? Mariam, can you hear me?
Sorry,
Mariam, yeah,
my mic
it was
was
on mute.
muted.
Okay.
It was on mute. So for me, it's been absolutely amazing to be able to gain the experiences that these mother figures have. They have been able to impart so much knowledge and so much of guidance towards us as the younger people in the group. It's absolutely amazing to see them work. Auntie Aisha, Auntie Halima, that are in their 70s, and see the time that they put in throughout the day for these various projects. They're on the move all the time. Auntie Hafsa, that is so dedicated and committed to everything she does. um, Auntie Hafsa is like been really, really inspirational to me. I won't lie, she's like a mentor to me. The reason being is that in my own personal life, the experiences I've been through, Auntie Hafsa has managed to bring me out of these stumbling blocks that I was facing, and I'm so appreciative for that. But working with everybody, including Dr. Shakira, and getting to know all these dynamic personalities in the community, it's been absolutely amazing.
And I'm looking at the picture of the artwork, and I was there. Why? I had the honor and privilege. We came that day to actually meet yourself and Sister Hafza, and both of you excitedly said, "You need to come. It's in progress." And I did a live broadcast, Instagram live, impromptu, might I add, from there. So, Alhamdulillah, it's good to see the finished product there. I was there when it was starting in its infancy. Alhamdulillah, and you people are just so such a dynamic collective. I wish each of you good health, best in Ramadan, and Allah continue with your muhabbat you have, the sistership. Don't ever lose it, because it's so profound that you have people that mentor you and you learn from the young. Is the young love the old, and it's such a beautiful dynamic. And by the way, I must confess, I learned a lot as well from Sister Hafza in terms of her compassionate manner, because that's what a leader is. A leader is not somebody who demands dictatorship and to be a dictator, but somebody who guides, who's compassionate, and who works with you and helps you, inspires you to be a better version of yourself. So, Sister Hafza, may you continue, Allah continue using you under your guidance and leadership, that this collective stays united with Muhabbat in Afia, inshallah. And it was a real honor interviewing you, and a privilege for all of you. And our beloved mother Aisha, are you still on the line?
Thank you.
Are you still here?
While we're waiting for Auntie Aisha, I just want to say Amin and Jazakallah. But I want you to know that our organization doesn't come without problems. And like you mentioned, we have different personalities. And it is difficult to manage the different personalities. But I think with time, Sister Miriam, what happens is when your focus is just serving Allah for His pleasure, you rally together and you overlook a lot. So you even tell others, please don't be offended if somebody says something, because different personalities are different. You're going to have somebody who scream, or somebody who doesn't manage well under stress. So you will have that, but we all just overlook it, and we make sure that whatever event we are hosting, we do it with that niyyah, and Allah makes it a success. On Saturday, we hosted Dr. Mustafa Barghouti, and we had a phenomenal event. And mashallah, we raised over 500,000 rand to buy an ambulance and a water tanker.
Mashallah, Allah reward you. Much, much, much needed equipment, life-saving equipment. Water is life, and ambulance, as we know, with the casualty toll every minute increasing like this. Inshallah, it reaches there, and it's being, and everybody, the whole community, Sadqa Jariyah, and you people were all the means. And that is
Ameen.
why I said this collective is so phenomenal, because as I mentioned earlier, a lot of sisters get dissuaded in joining groups or organizations or collectives because of maybe the arguments or the potential infighting or difference of personalities or personality clashes. And that is why I said, I know it doesn't come without its challenges, but the fact that you are also committed to this grouping for the success and the unity, that you know how to overlook, and and you work together for every function with aniya, with the intention of serving humanity for the pleasure of Allah. So Jazakallah so much. May you continue with strength, with afia. And please invite me
Ameen.
always. I love coming to Lodium in Pretoria and experiencing that hospitality. But let me work. Let me be part of that collective. I want to set the table. I want to welcome people as well. I want to move a table, move a chair, and I want to be part of that camaraderie of sistership. So please invite me not just as a guest, but as a sister as well. Looking forward to it.
You're
And
welcome.
shukran.
Sister
Is the
Miriam, you
sound
don't
right with
need
you?
an invitation. You're welcome at any time.
I'm waiting for my pin, for the
You're welcome at
delivery
any
of
time,
my
Sister
pin there.
Miriam. You
Pretoria
don't need
Muslim
an
Women honorary
invitation.
pin. Yeah, so I'm waiting for that honorary pin. So I'll come then. I'll wear my pin proudly and come. But Jazakallah for inspiring us this afternoon and giving everybody a second of Ramadan smile and something to look forward to and just food for thought. Jazakallah so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa
Wa alaikum
rahmatullah.
salam wa
Rahmatullahi wa
rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh.
barakatuh.